Video review.
Today we're doing Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Now, what we're doing here is I'm just doing some stuff, Now, this game is pretty good. We had kind of like a bad experience when we first played this game, especially with the metal detector. That's what set us off with this game. But then I found it at the exchange and go buy it. I'm telling you, it's pretty good if you want to start a collection of Resident Evil. This is one of them you really need. Right now I'm playing as Chris. If you remember him, he's from the first game, Resident Evil 1. He's also going to be in the upcoming Resident Evil 5, which looks very awesome. And we'll be actually, when that game comes out, we'll be actually going to make a video review for it, because I know I'll be getting it. Anyways, so right now I'm just going to go do some of this puzzle. And you know what? There's only one if I had to claim out one problem with this game, is that there's not a lot of health. There's not a lot of health items. You have to use them sparingly, and which it kind of sucks, in my opinion. It kind of like ruins the fun of like. I mean, it's challenging and all, but I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of stupid that you don't have you have like not a million health items. So, my point is that if you expect the game really easily, don't go with this one, because this one's like one of the harder ones I really played. And there's only been a few that's been like really hard to me. So anyways, graphics-wise, this originally came out on the Dreamcast, and they're good for a Dreamcast game. For a PS2 game, I mean, especially when they made a remake for the first original game, you would think you would expect a little bit more out of them. I mean, gameplay is still awesome with the original Resident Evil and stuff, but the graphics-wise are just not like with PS2, especially like Devil May Cry. Those were some better graphics than this. Not to say they're not good at all. I'm just saying, it's like, no, they're okay. Now the story is very interesting. It introduces some of the old characters and some returning faces you may remember. And very interesting story. What I love about this one too is you can skip cutscenes. I just love that. And because if you've seen them a million times, you just love skipping cutscenes. So yeah, gameplay-wise, it's the same Resident Evil, basically. Nothing to say about it except some of the weapons are really cool. I mean, like you get these double machine guns and stuff like that. You get first time ever in a Resident Evil game, you get a sniper rifle, which is very, very cool in my opinion. Which, in my opinion, that's really cool to have a sniper rifle in a Resident Evil game. It will work out, and will especially work out in future games like Resident Evil 4. So gameplay is very good here. One thing I will notice, like I said before, this is a hard game. And like I said, if you don't like hard games, I don't recommend getting this one. This one's more the challenging one. It's not the hardest game in the world. Like, I've played really hard ones before, but and you see those zombies are really pretty cool there. But, and the only thing that's really bad about this game is the camera. There's still a problem with the camera, and it's really, really annoying sometimes. It's like there'll be an enemy popping out from somewhere, and you have no idea where he came from, and it's really annoying.
I can relate to it, because I've never played this game, but I was playing Resident Evil 3, and I just cannot stand the camera. I mean, it really has the Resident Evil-y feeling, but you know, they had to change it.
Otherwise, it would have failed. Resident Evil probably would have ended, which
Yeah.
would not have been a good thing.
If Resident Evil would have ended, that would have been terrible. It would have ended a great series with a lot of potential.
Yeah. Well, for one thing, I recommend getting this game if you like Resident Evil Live, if you like challenging games also. And it's just like, it's a great, if you're making a collection of Resident Evil games, like I said, it's a great addition to the Resident Evil series. You want to have this game in your collection. No doubt about it. Like I said, I'm warning you, there's some things about it that many other people did not really care for. And I would give this game, I would give it about an 8.5. Because it's good by me, some things I didn't like, and now if you get this version, which is very easy to find than the Dreamcast version, because I've never actually seen it, and, you know, you get, and if you played other Resident Evil games on the PS2, you're pretty familiar with the controls then. So, I say go pick it up, go find it somewhere, go pick it up for PS2, or Dreamcast, or don't pick up the GameCube version. That's one version you do not want to pick up. Because it's, first of all, it's too expensive. And second, it's not really worth getting at all. So, there we go, my video review, or BSG's video review of Resident Evil Code.